I don't know how to do this anymore. Oh my god. This is from Nitika. Nitika. Hello everybody, welcome back to this YouTube channel. My name is Julia, and in today's clip I'm actually gonna use products that I've been discovered recently, because if you are subscribed to my channel, I think you figured out that I haven't filmed recently in particular. Like, I've pre-filmed a lot of the stuff and the things that I uploaded in the past couple of actually months. I was about to say weeks. It's been months. They've been filmed around January and February time, and they've been uploaded until like now, which is crazy because like I'm quite happy that I had the chance to have, you know, footage hands down to edit and still put it there. But I took a bit of a break, and I think it was really well deserved. Things changed. I'm tackling a bit the things in the video. So yeah, in today's clip I'm basically doing this makeup look from base all the way to the eyes with products that I've been falling in love along the past couple of months. They are new. I still splurged on makeup like I always do, and I haven't been necessarily like that MIA. I've always uploaded on TikTok and Instagram, and if you're not following me there, make sure you follow me there. I'm very active there. So yeah, without further ado, let's see what I did use for this face. I actually don't know how to do this anymore. Basically, I got a new mic. I hope everything is gonna turn out right, but I'm gonna start off with prepping my skin, and this is crazy, but I actually bought myself the Nivea cream. I was having it upside down. The Nivea cream, because I've seen at Solve Live, she was speaking on the fact that it is apparently a dupe-ish to the La Mer, the 1,000 pounds for 500 pot cream. That's insane. But when I heard this is, in terms of like, apparently the base products are similar. It's just La Mer has like these antioxidants and like this fancy stuff that makes it 1,000 pounds worth it for a pot of 500 milliliters. That's mental. That's actually mental. Like, who buys it? Who buys it? Thinking about buying a small pot, but even that one is 65 pounds for a 50 ml. And this is 50 ml for £3. So I bought this one as a prepping skin kind of regimen, not for skincare benefits, because to be completely honest, I'm not quite sure if the La Mer one, you know, is different than this one, so I can't speak on it on that kind of a matter. I've been using it for many times, and seriously, it's actually really hydrating. It did not react with my skin. I know it sounds like a bit like, ugh. For me personally, it works wonders. It does not sting, and seriously, yeah, I've been enjoying it. In terms of lips, I already have it on my lips. It's the Laneige Lip Mask, and I do use it during the day as well, because I feel you can use it day and night. No one's gonna, you know, get you in jail or something if you use it during the day. So I've always been using this one as a prepping regimen. I feel it really does hydrate the lips a lot, and surprisingly, this is like a bundle. It's from Beauty Bay. Apparently Beauty Bay has Laneige now, which is very bougie. I know it used to be only at Cult Beauty, but now it's on Beauty Bay as well. And I was very attracted with the caramel one, but surprisingly, I actually love the chocolate one. I am definitely more of a caramel kind of person. I love caramel things. I would never choose between chocolate and caramel chocolate. But this time, surprisingly, I love this one. I can't get enough of the smell. It smells like that kind of a chocolate you find in chocolate fountains where you go with strawberries and cover them. I feel it has like a particular very sweet but like indulging smell of chocolate, like that kind of a particular chocolate melted. And this one smells like that. This smells to die for. Let's move on to skin. In terms of like foundation, I still very much dearly love this. This is the L'Oreal Serum Foundation True Match. It's to die for. I don't know, it's been, even like the full coverage one, I don't tend to opt for it anymore, just because I feel this is much quicker to blend in, and oh my god, I need to wet the sponge. I'm gonna go and do so off camera, but basically I've been MIA because I changed jobs, and with that in mind, I'm going physically for 2 days during the week, and I can't stand foundation brushes anymore because it's so time consuming. I don't have time when I'm going physically to work. I genuinely don't have time to blend in properly with a foundation brush. I'm over the brushes. I don't have time for it. I think brushes are marvelous when you have that 2 hour kind of a time to do your makeup for a glam out, going out kind of a night. But during like work, no, I need to do my makeup in like 15 minutes. Are you joking? No brush. We are hating again the brushes. I think not necessarily hating them, but you know, I have people who've always been telling me, you know, ditch the sponge. It's not the same thing. It is the same thing. It's actually the same thing, goddammit. Right, so I mean, this video is meant to be like trying new products, but at the same time, some of them I already tested them out, but there's one particular product that I forgot already to use. I basically never do my foundation and then the brows after. I don't. I feel for me, because I go for the soap brows kind of a look, it's always the brows first. So I prep my skin, my lips, brows, and foundation. Right, so this is from Beauty Bay. It's their Brush Up Brows brow soap. And I tried to kind of like, I was hoping it's more of a Anastasia, it doesn't need like spray water bit. I think the Anastasia one, Anastasia Beverly Hills, you don't need to wet it. I'm not quite sure, correct me if I'm wrong. But this one, for sure, you need to wet it for a bit. Okay. Oh my god, it already sets. I think I already like it. It's actually really good. I got it for free when I bought a palette that I'm actually gonna use it today. The brow gel is actually really nice, and lately, in the past year actually, that this is not necessarily like a new thing that I do, but I only use eyebrow liner. So technically this is from NYX. It's a recent purchase, recent is in like the past couple of months, and yeah, I've been loving this. It's very thin, it's in shade Taupe if I'm not mistaken, yeah, and I just fill in the spare brows that I have missing, but I don't have that much. It's more so this one, the right one, that is missing a bit of a hair. This one, for example, you can see it doesn't miss that much. Moving forward with a product that I bashed it in a video, which it's so bad, but at the same time, I feel I'm definitely gonna change the way I'm doing video clips on YouTube. It was definitely more like reviews, whereas, for example, this one it's technically reviews, but at the same time, me showing and explaining more about like the makeup process and stuff, because I feel since I've started working, I feel in the I kind of remind myself how it is to do your makeup and actually enjoy it rather than just doing it for the filming bit. So that's why I also took a bit of a break, but at the same time, because I'm working in the beauty spectrum now, I'm already getting like the dose of makeup day to day, if that makes sense. Like, I really enjoy makeup, and because now comparing it to the previous job that I had, where it was definitely not related to makeup, it was definitely related to social media, but it was not into the beauty spectrum, I was a bit like, I don't know, burned out. Also with my YouTube and also with the job that I had, I was exhausted, and I feel because of that I didn't have the space to realize that I need to chill for a bit. I hope now I'm gonna have some fresh kind of content rather than just reviews. But still, I'm still gonna have reviews. It's just I want to sit down, chill, do different things. So coming back to this palette, I've gave it another try, and I think I figured out how to use it, because recently I've been following this new person, Nicola Rose, and she explained how to use like these kind of thick consistencies concealers. I'm trying to look for a brush as well. You basically need to warm it up in your finger and then just apply it on spots like this. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I feel I've kind of nailed it the way I've been using it. I'm happy with the coverage that it gives me. So literally I just go like this wherever I have like spots, things that I want to cover up, and literally after I'm getting this kind of a fluffy brush and I tap it on very slightly, very gently, so I will still keep the coverage there. And if I feel it's not as blended as I wish it would. I just take the sponge and tap with it a tiny bit. And see, it actually does cover it really, really well. It's true, I've been using this pink one underneath the eye. So actually, I think I'm gonna demonstrate it to you because literally, that's what I've been using with a discontinued pink. But I tried it with this one, it works. I apply a tiny bit here, just a tiny bit. You don't want to saturate the area because seriously, for me, my under eye area, it's not very forgiving lately. And I feel because I'm not anymore in my early 20s and I know it's, sometimes I feel like bad saying that because I feel so many people are like, you're still young. But I'm like, yeah, I'm not saying I'm old, but I'm getting older. And I feel the under eye area, it's not, you know, if I do one step wrong, you can see I can't get away with it anymore like I used to when I had like this flawless under eye area. I have like thin lines over here, so I will show you how I'm playing around because it's different. It's definitely different. So the most recent concealer that I purchased myself is the Nyx Bear with Me Concealer Serum. And this one actually is really, really good. It stands with the hype, so I just put a tiny bit like this and kind of like distribute it on 2 fingers, and I literally just go like this. So basically I don't do the whole TikTok here and here because I feel you need to be really careful in terms of like how you blend out the concealer, and you have to have a very light color, and this one is actually matching my skin. So this is what I've been doing recently, and yeah, I'm just taking the sponge. I'm trying to not press too much because otherwise you get the coverage. I've been upping my game, to be completely honest, when it comes to my makeup, and I'm very proud of it. I need to be really careful with my techniques. I don't have the skin that I used to have when I was like in early 20s. And in the past 2 years, I feel I'm sensing more of a difference with it. Where it's more like fussy in terms of like especially setting. Right, so this is the concealer put together, and now this is exciting. The way that I've been setting my eyes, it's so much different. I don't use a brush anymore, literally. I'm back to my Lottie London Ready Set Go powder just because I want to use it up. I have the old packaging. They still have it available in a different packaging, but yeah, I've been using this one lately, and no brush. No, I'm not using my fingers. If you're on TikTok, you know what's coming. It's a powder puff. It's a powder puff. Like literally, I thought these are a gimmick. They are not like that good. This is from Linda Holberg Cosmetics. I think it's her name. It's like this marvelous makeup artist. I've been following her on YouTube. I don't know that much about her. However, I've been following her makeup tutorials just because, like a couple of them, because obviously she's like a legit like big makeup artist and she has some really nice kind of like insights. However, this is because of TikTok, not because of her recommending it. And literally, it is life-changing when, you know, your eye area is not like that forgiving with you anymore. So as you've seen, I literally just tap into it and apply it like this, and I kind of like sweep it, but I don't press too hard. It's like I'm trying to be really careful with the area, not sweeping like crazily. Sorry, I'm watching myself in the viewfinder. And another area that I've been setting it with this is my nose area, just because I have this problem here. My nose is very dent in there, and I always have this kind of like line, and I feel with this technique I kind of avoid that from happening. And seriously, I don't use that much brushes anymore in terms of powder, because this is the area I want to always set. Over here you see I have like fine lines, but I can't do anything about them anymore. Yeah, it's just there are expression lines, and I've been seeing them for the past 3-4 years, and like, I mean 4 years, I think it's a bit of exaggerated. And I'm trying to set them in place, but you can still see them. I can't do anything about it. It is what it is. It's fine. I'm over it. Like at some point maybe I'm gonna do something more about it, but for now I'm not too minded about it. But yeah, a powder puff literally changes the game. It's so good. It's so good. In terms of like face, Sometimes I do get this big powder brush and I just go like this and tap a tiny bit, but because I don't have oily skin, I'm not too fussed about like applying way too much powder. Anyway, I'm gonna show you the powder palette that I've been using, and I'm so ashamed of myself because this is 60 pounds. It's from Charlotte Tilbury. But basically, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you that I did not use this one religiously. I did. You can see like it has some dent in it, just a tiny bit, not too massively, but I've been using this a lot. Just because it's so easy. Like you literally just tap, tap, tap and apply them right away. Like it's so easy. You have a mirror. I always mix the two of them, to be completely honest. I enjoy it. Highlighter, blush as well. It's so much easier than just actually having a bronzer, a highlighter, and a blusher. I'm not saying you should go out of your way and purchase. As a matter of fact, I might have found a dupe. I am not 100% sure. I have it in my hands. I'm gonna put it to the test, obviously for a video clip. So stay tuned because it might be a dupe. I don't want to sit here and say, go grab this one. It's 60 pounds. If you had your eyes on it and you were thinking and debating it, I don't think you're gonna regret purchasing it as long as you have this money put aside to treat yourself or ask it as a gift. Right, moving on to the next product. It's a setting spray, and seriously, in the past couple of months, I'm noticing my skin is drier. It's not dry, but sometimes I have dry patches around my forehead or just like in certain random spots. My nose is also really dry, which is not cute because like I'm like, I had to find other ways to make my skin and my base work. And I did. Selena Gomez. Hello, she will never watch this video clip. But Rare Beauty, thank you. I'm not quite sure if there's any other setting spray like this on the market, but this is a setting spray that has a bit of oil just on top over here. You can definitely see it like it's, you know, separated from the actual bed here. Like you can see it if I do this, like. So as you watch the bottle closely, it does have some oil in it. And what you need to do is shake it really well and just spritz it, just like. Whew. I'm not quite sure how to feel about the scent. I'm still not sure what it is. Yeah, because I don't have the box anymore. I do sometimes take the sponge and just like tap, tap, tap quickly so I can melt the product on top into my skin. And it definitely leaves like such a nice glow. And it does melt my powders, which makes my skin look much like less drier. I can't make powder not look dry on me anymore. I can't, because my skin, it gets more into the drier side. And yeah, it's just unfortunate, but it's a reality. And this Miss Selena Gomez saved the day. It's actually genius. I know it's expensive. It is expensive, but oh, the lighting changed. I think this is much better. I know this is a setting spray that is a bit pricier, but I think it's worth it if you have that problem. Because, I mean, look how much I used out of it. This much? It says a lot. So we are still very much in love with Pilloways, and rumor 2 is the primer. I don't actually have any other primer in my collection, and I don't think I need to. Seriously, it's good. It does the job. And yeah, I still am very much invested into the hype with it. And listen, I learned the hard way that I should set out my Pilloways base. Just because, I don't know, it's weird. My skin is quite dry, but I feel my lids are not holding better anymore with just the base and eyeshadow on top. I feel it creases so much. The reason? I'm confused as well, because it doesn't make any sense. I feel my eyelids are a bit oilier than usual. I don't know why, but setting with just my regular powder is the way lately. So funnily enough, I actually have a couple of new brushes, so they are new. And I have Real Techniques, made by Mitchell, and a couple of Morphe. This is one of them that I actually enjoy, and this one, which is a flat one. And I've been really loving these guys, and I'm actually waiting for an entire set from Made by Mitchell, because if you're not on TikTok, his discount codes on Made by Mitchell brand are just insane. I've been spending my money on it because literally a set worth £100, it's retailing for £17 because apparently they have a deal with TikTok, and I'm like, what? How? No, I'm not missing on that, because I actually have a couple of brushes from his brand already, and so far I've been enjoying them. But I shouldn't spoil myself too much because I want to do a dedicated video about his brand. So the palette that I'm gonna use, which is by Beauty Bay, this is the Midnight 42 color palette, and it's with the new marvelous, extraordinary shimmer formula. This formula is to die for, and seriously, I can't recommend it enough. I have already tried a couple of shades from here. I know I don't have a dedicated video for this. I will, although I will swatch every single shade for you, but this time I was like, you know what, I still want to use it today and go into the purples, because I've been obviously into the blues. So this is the palette of choice. So I'm gonna start off by using the shade Fancy, which is a very light pink, and I'll apply this one into my crease, making sure I blend it out evenly. Then I'm moving on with the shade Lavender, which obviously its name is perfect because it's a lavender shade, and I'm adding this one into the crease as well, making sure I diffuse it well. Then I'm moving on with the shade C, and I'm sorry for this out of focus bit, but I'm literally just putting it in the crease. Now moving on with the shade Tranquil, I'm using it to diffuse. Moving on with the shade Rich, which is a rich purple, very bright, and I'm applying it at the outer edge of my eye. Then I'm going on with Dream, which is much lighter than Fancy, and I'm using this one to brighten up my inner part of the eye. And then on a tiny, very precise brush, I'm taking this shade. Then moving on with the fun part, the shimmers. So I'm taking shade Electric. It has different specks of glitter into it, which is really mesmerizing in real life. I think the camera doesn't do it enough justice. Then lastly, but certainly not least, I'm getting this shade called Shield. It's so beautiful. Right, so I'm back with my makeup. The palette is amazing. I already knew. The shimmers are like to die for. I'm not quite sure how well the camera picks it up, but they are mesmerizing. They are super kind of like a wet hybrid and powder, like a wet powder hybrid. And I love the new formula from Beauty Bay shimmers. I also did this kind of like liner. I used the L'Oreal Flash Cat Eye by Super Liner with this kind of a attachment to it, which is supposed to make your life easier, but I have a whole video dedicated to this bad boy, so you can check that out. And I decided today to go fun. So I've been using the Suva Taffy, I think this is the one. Is it the Taffy? UV Taffies. I just used Cuddle Cake, which is like this neon-y yellow. And I think it looks really festival-like. And I mean, everybody goes to festivals now, so it serves as inspiration. But already I have a dedicated video to this bad boy. So if you want to see it just by itself as a review, I already have it. Right, so I'm finished off with pretty much everything except lashes. I've discovered once again a Rare Beauty product, and I am in love with this mascara. I am in love. Like, do you see how filthy it looks around there? Because for some reason, once again, I don't know why, but mascaras transfer so easily on me now. It never used to be this kind of a problem for my eyes, but now more than ever, every single mascara that I use, I seen like it crumbles, it falls, and this one, it does not do it. So when it comes to lips, I actually am using lip liners. I never thought that I'm gonna see this day coming, but I'm using a lip liner, and I do overline a teeny tiny bit my natural lip. I've always been like, I love my thin lips. I had a couple of moments where I've been told indirectly that I could use a bit of filler or just like a thicker lip. I'm still very confident in my thin lips. However, I feel I can give like a different kind of like shape to my lips if I overline just a tiny bit. Not too much though. I don't know. I just want to embrace my thin lips. but at the same time, I don't embrace them as thinner as they are, so I just overline a tiny bit. I like it that way, but at the same time, no, I don't think you will ever see me coming back and be like, oh, I have a filler in my lips, just because, I don't know, I think it's painful. It's a big step. I'm not against fillers. I think I'm gonna go for it when it comes to my forehead and stuff. It's just my lips. I don't know. I don't see it as a thing that I would ever approach. But at the same time, I felt like to explain myself, because I do preach my thin lips and I'm happy with them. And yeah, I changed a bit the way I do them. Right, now that I finished off with my lip liner, I'm gonna move on to lipstick. And this is my new discovery. This is from Dragon Beauty. I feel Nikita Dragon has this kind of like stamp of she's about the money grab and like she's only about like the cash and stuff. However, the lip products, the lipsticks, I am actually really impressed. I don't like liquid lipsticks anymore, too drying, and I feel this formula, it's the nicest one that I come across so far in terms of like liquid formula, and also the Halsey About Face one. I have like a full-sized one, which is my favorite. This is in Horachata, something like that. Horachata, I don't know what that means. I have also the mini set, which has Bad Bitch, Nikita, and this is like Dragon Blood or something, or like something blood. I think I'm just gonna go with this one. This is my favorite, Horchata. This is the first time, but I think it washes me off. Or is it because I have these guys on my hair? No, it definitely washes me off. What the hell? I think it's the first time I'm actually not feeling this lipstick. It's my favorite. I think I'm just gonna go with a bit of the pink one on top, which is in Bad Bitch. I mean, both of them are pinkish, but I think Nikita is way too pink. Yeah, I think this is much better. Wow, it's a new one, because I love that nude. I mean, I still love it, but it's just like I feel the combo with this eye was not like necessarily it. I think it was washing me out too much. Maybe I need a bit of more blush. Let's go for that actually. Something that I actually do, this line is a bit too precise for me. So I take a tiny brush and I still try to blend it out. I don't know how that happened. I usually am quite precise with it to blend it out. But I think it's the nature of like being on camera and not paying too much attention, because I'm trying to focus as well of like filming. Because the worst thing it is to go like this and have that really thick, like just precise to a point where it's just like looks horrible line. And I'm actually looking into the viewfinder so much because I actually love how everything turned out. I'm really pleased with everything. Maybe it's because I've overlined the lip on camera that I'm not used to it, because seriously it's a recent thing. It's like a recent, as in like since I've been filming, stopped filming kind of a thing. Because once again, coming back to what I was saying at some point in the video, I feel because I've started working, I'm falling back more and more in love with the makeup, and thinking how it looks in real life and stuff. And I feel I just kind of, I don't know, experimented a bit, and I still did like tutorials, for example, on TikTok. So I didn't necessarily like took a big just pause doing absolutely nothing. No, I was lucky that I had videos pre-filmed, so I was not like super MIA onto the YouTube spectrum as well. But nevertheless, I did not sit down and chit chat in a while for a YouTube clip, and seriously, I feel very refreshed. So happy that, you know, I kind of like, I don't know, I'm happy. I had a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that really did kind of like, I was burned out. I was definitely burned out. Although I don't think you can necessarily see that on video clips, because makeup is for sure my safe space, is the number one thing where I just feel like relaxed, chill, no anxiety, no pressure, no just like life annoying stuff. Like the past few months have been at the same time wonderful and rough in certain areas. And seriously, I feel like I'm seeing more and more the light at the end of the tunnel, which sounds very dramatic, but literally, trust me, sometimes, you know, the happiest people are struggling the most, and I am definitely guilty of that. And yeah, although you can't see that on my video clips, which is really nice actually, I was not having a wonderful time, and definitely changing jobs was a big step for my happiness, because I get to work in the beauty spectrum, which I already love. So yeah, that's about it from me for today. I really hope you enjoyed this clip as a starting point of like me coming back to the YouTube world. And literally, thank you for subscribing. I've been growing substantially quite fast comparing to the previous years I've been, you know, doing YouTube. I'm getting like 10, 15 subscribers a week, and that for me is a lot. 1K, like 1,340K, like 1,340 subscribers. So thank you for subscribing. If you are new here, I hope you enjoyed this clip. It was useful and relevant, and you find it helpful. And if you did enjoy it, make sure you like it. And once again, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Give this channel a chance, because although I've not been filming for the past couple of months, I still was not MIA, okay? Listen, I've still been uploading almost weekly, and I think that's a reason to subscribe to my channel, because I'm active. I will see you hopefully within the next one. Bye!